lakad matatag!
Normally.
As the Rolling Thunder, you want a bit of extra setup for the Mortimer's Kisses. And, okay, they decide to actually go for the Lash. Neon immediately snap pick up the Bloodseeker as well. Okay, so it's probably going to be the Lash going into the mid then with the Pan going to the off. Bit of magic damage resistance, which definitely works well against the build the Zone is going. Just all magic damage, not deciding to take Diabolic Edict, so no pure damage there. Meanwhile up top, DQQ in some real danger. Fortune Soul thinking about diving the tower with the Blood Right, should get enough damage, and love to get a bottle refill though on the bounty, and he might also make it in time to get the top water rune as well, to get the double regen. But it looks like Zone's actually going to come and try and contest it. Meanwhile down at the bot, Emery was able to get the kill there to Zone, which really helps bump up his regen. And yeah, an opportunity to try and shut down Ken a bit more. Lands another split earth. Man, the damage just raining down with this guy. I think he actually managed to dodge that lightning with the Sleight of Fist, which is really nice. Meanwhile, top, Fortune Soul, I'm missing all the kills this game. Fortune Soul managed to get a solo kill there onto NJ. Very, very nice pickup for him. Yeah, then just start the spam coming through that much easier. Meanwhile, DQ is trying to grab the room, ends up spawning down the bot. He's actually standing his ground versus Haid right now, but it's just given more time for Ken as well as Rage Potato to come in, and that's just a free kill. Ken Rakelic's still pretty damn potent, but not quite what the hero brings to the table. Meanwhile, it looks like Haid in some real danger himself. Hog lockdown with a point-blank swashbuckle. Easily puts the silencer in the dirt. He's actually just running at Fortune Soul still. He is now going to pop his, or level up his ult. Does he want to drop it onto NJ? Yes, he is. He's now going to commit it. Just straight up TP. Oh, Cogs with the push! It's just not enough. The damage coming in with the Javelin actually just about puts him over the threshold of finding that kill. And that's that big start getting even bigger. Meanwhile, on the I just need to do that. It's going to get real awkward later on. Oh my lord. Oh, meanwhile the bot. Looks like a little bit of a clash. It's Stager. See, I said the right name this time. And he does get punished. Down he goes. Ray also potentially going to fall. Everything on cooldown for still a long time for the Primal Beast, but he's got the movement speed and the right clicks just to race him down. And okay. Henry, I guess he was a little bit fearful of a potential TP rotation, but even still, Potato just finds the dive through, gets the kill. Meanwhile, Ken himself power spikes, so they've got a highest opportunity to try and turn this game in, but they just drop it though. Into real danger, gets another gank on top of him. Down he goes. It looks like they're trying to make some sort of counterplay here, Mystique. Kent wants to juke off to the side, Zone sitting on top of the Remnant, but no one's going to go to it. Except there is an Arcane Rune, which Potato, he's going to be able to get. He's super down quick because of the phase boots, but still not enough to actually get away. And Kent actually jumps back on his Remnant, completed Maelstrom. Increased DPS and farmer speed is going to be nice for him. Meanwhile, Haid as well as Rage and Potato, the two supports, man, taking the fight to Mystique. DQ surviving from an uphill miss. Unfortunately, it's going to be one more right click. And now the rest of the squad getting involved. Hayden taking a lot of damage right now, trying to run himself. But wait, the miss! Oh, Ray! He did not have a 4-leaf clover on him. And as a result, they escape. And he's just going to get ran down from Fortune Soul. That is so unlucky there for Mystique. I mean, even if they got this kill onto the silencer, get themselves back into this one. So poke out to Ray. Hook shot onto Hayden into the back line. Silence is into real danger, and the right click's raining in from M. They do find the kill. Fortress also drop at the Rupture, but the NP will just TP out. They still get DQ. Meanwhile, yeah, it's a really strong pick with a really strong start. Good items. Looks like they're thinking about trying to set up for him right now. I don't think that's a realistic kill really to get. Meanwhile, action happening in the mid, and it is Raid dying with also the tier 1 tower kill. NJ trying to do what he can there onto Ken. Think back a bit in the Rolling Thunder, not going to work. In comes the hook shot as well as the global silence. They get the kill onto NJ. Zone dies up top. DQ dead as well. Godlike speed now for Ken. In all honesty, I wouldn't be too surprised if Mystique just tapped out, called GG right now. Like, I mean, 6 lose, that is 100% the time where they just call GG, and they're not even going to be able to get a chance to build the item. As soon as they show themselves, Neon Esports just wreck their face instantly. Henry also with his own BKB that got showed. Rolling Thunder actually gets committed from NJ here. They're going to try and lock down Ken as best they can. It's a perfect position to do so. Wow. That is really nice play. That actually comes out there from Mystique. Still going to lose the clockwork, but regardless, actually even are they? Rage of Taylor's getting really low. There is going to be the Blood Right, going to be the finish. Pulverize landing on towards the Pangolier, but with the shield crash damage protection, he should be fine. And yeah, Neon going to have to turn around. Alright, okay. Signs of life. Apparently, pretty much even. Don't see how, considering it was over a godlike spree they got from killing Ken. And unfortunately, Zone is just going to die once more. I think he's bought Bloodstone though. He does have that, but regardless, their position 1 and 2 just died again. Again. This is just such a beatdown. Oh, hookshot. Oh. Rolling Thunder and Mortimer's Kiss is committed, and they don't really achieve too much. Oh, they're pinging out Zone. They want to go for the highly prioritized kill again. BKB on top of the Leshrac. Manages to pop the Bloodstone, but again, he just lasts half a second and he's dead. Gonna be a potential run down to Ray as well. An extra kill. Actually, style points as Ken flies through. Nice sprouts at least to make a bit of space. But it's just another grab on towards the Nature's Prophet. More cores dropping like flies. Raging Potato may be overstepped right now, but he seems to be like the only real kill that Neon Esports has given away that easy. Enryu attempting his ult when there was a batch of assault going on. A lot of damage comes in from the swashbuckle, but NJ still just going to get beaten down. Fortune Soul commits for it. Ah, man. And I think that was actually the one game they won as well when he did pick up this Blink Dagger, which I quite liked. I mean, I dropped the question to Joe. Wouldn't it be more beneficial just to go straight for the Axe? Like, it's an extra 2,000 gold, sure, but it basically does similar thing. Gives you a bit of extra reach with your ultimate, gives you more uptime, makes you more flexible and durable in the fight. But while I'm talking about that, engagement going on. Global Silence sets up for the kill onto the Snapfire. Looks like the DQ's also going to fall. BKB gets committed from Enryu. And M just standing his ground, obviously trying to do what he can. The TP there from So, but it gets cancelled from Ken with the Searing Chains. And at long last, they finally tap out. 22-minute GG is called. Neon Esports take game number 1 in this best of 2. And ending up versus a Troll or probably a Snap as well. And they go for an Axe. Alright, that is a hero you really do not see much anymore. And I always love seeing an Axe, so it's going to be pretty difficult to get a catch. It might just come down to how lucky NJ is going to be with spins. Hated trying to get the bounty rune, does manage to find it, which makes it a 2-for-2 split, but he's taking a heck of a beating in return for this. The tag team just racks up so much damage. Level 3 mark comes about. DQ managing to drag the creeps away, takes a couple of tower hits. Oh, nice cookie as well from Hated, actually lands onto the both of them. He's trying to slow this down as much as possible. Turn around from DQ though. Hey, going to try and stand his ground, but actually the damage coming in from the Troll Ward. NJ's like, dude, you've overcommitted me right now. Looks like he will eventually fall down, at least in response at the top in terms of denies. Talking about denying, Raging Potato managing to kill the Dragon Knight's courier as well as to sacrifice himself. He's going to be able to reset. And I assume he's just going to TP straight back to the mid, fill up the bottle of Ken. And obviously, it does make sense. Not too much that Primal Beast is going to be able to do to contest an Ursa, right? Especially as these points into Fury Swipe starts adding up. And the damage is very, very scary. Meanwhile, down at the bot, NJ again dived underneath the tier 1 tower. The thing about chasing after it, Hated will bring him low. DQ at the very least able to get a trade-off. Regardless, favouring Neon Esports there, taking away a core for a support. And then DQ, he's actually just getting ran down Fortune Soul as well. Oh, he's actually taking a lot of tower hits. Fortune Soul was not paying attention there. The aggro just annihilated him, and DQ actually getting a solo double kill there for the position 4. And as a result, he's Zone finally started to hit the tier 1, but obviously without his ultimate, not quite the way he would like to do so. Ken getting aggressed in. Keeps his nerves cool. Team rotation coming out from Enryu, charging on to DQ. Going to commit the Pulverize. Even the Dream Core right now, so there's a lot here just for the kill onto the Tusk. They will find it.
May you ride on Nether Zephyrd.
Oh, in the mid. Oh, the bot lane, sorry. Fortune Soul. They're trying to go for a kill, but immediate TP in from Enryu. Looks like they actually want to try and chase it. Do they get lucky with a root? There is going to land onto Zone. These multiple ones. Charge coming through with good snowball time, and they avoid the Dream Coil as well. Absolute perfection coming out there from DQ, but unfortunately it's just not going to make a difference. They still both die. They're actually pushing forward right now. Turn around from M. Wants to burst down the puck as best as possible. The attack speed slow coming from the Fire Spirits with the roots. M, he's just not lucky enough. Try and run away right now. There's so much poke and prod from afar. The charge comes in from Enryu. They still find the kill, and now NJ, he wants to get a dunk, but they just can't find it. Somehow still actually got the kill onto H. Going in now for the BKB. Oh, meanwhile, fight happening down out the bot lane. Ridgepito in some danger. Still doesn't have the ultimate available. Up in 1 second, but it's not going to be forced to use it. NJ just gets picked off instead. Couple of extra Mormon's Kisses hit land onto DQ. And they will just run him down. 2 people dead there for Mystique. It's the 5th death there for NJ. Poor old Axe just can't catch a break. It'll make it quite difficult to do, but Blink Tag revealed there from zone onto Raging Potato. Will be a free kill on towards the Phoenix. No chance to react there. So okay, they do get something out of this reveal. And Zone should be able to do a decent amount of damage to the tier 1 tower as well with the DK form already used. Ken just flying around there with haste. The Dream Core just about leashing onto DQ. And that will be what they get off it. But regardless, looks like Neon. Is Fortune Soul going to go high ground now? He's sure he's just going to kill the creeps and go back right. I mean, they are ahead. He's got Aegis. They've got a lot of items ready. If they want to do it, they could potentially go for that one. Meanwhile, NJ can't quite get the grab onto Ken. Enryu actually could dive into the tier 2 tower, go for this kill. Mormon's Kisses for good measure will find him, finish him off. Fortune Soul also getting the grab on towards the Crystal Maiden. He can't escape. Dream Core landing on 2. Enryu in some real danger, but he's still damn well alive. They just can't find the kill. Tusk is dead. Dragon Knight is dead. Ray bought back for this. He's in deep. He's trying to run away. Enryu with the grab, denying the retreat. The uphill misses. Not another one. It ends up being 5 kills. Dieback for the CM. Yeah, I think they're thinking about trying to defend this, but NJ just gets caught, unfortunately. And the rest of the squad, though, is still in the general area. Looks like they might want to try and force this 4 versus 5 against an Aegis. I don't know if this is a wise play or not. They're jumping immediately on towards Fortune Soul. See if they get it first, but nice Dual Scepter holding him back. Now Fortune Soul just pops his over, jump forwards at Enryu. It's going to be a dead Tusk. Fortune Soul moves all back, but he's still just charging in. First life will be gone right now. Buyback pop there from the Tusk. It's not too bad of a situation for Mystique. If they can burst him down, immediate lock as well as the 3-man Dream Core, but the Troll Warlord just cannot survive. He will die. Almost Kisses with a charge there from Enryu, finds the kill. Ken also landing a 2-man Silence. Constant dive, pokes some prods onto zone. Dodge there off the stun, but he cannot avoid that one. Ends up being another kill. They're actually thinking about diving high ground right now. The immediate turn from Mystique, they annihilate the Primal Beast, but in response, M does full. Ken trying to get the kill to DQ. Will be a dive back, they can get it, but instead he finds the Phoenix grab. Ken just committed. He does manage to get the kill, but eventually the tower brings him down. What the hell has happened in this fight, man? It was so dual blades for Neon Esports. Quite a lot of them coming on out. Ooh, M. And they caught the glimpse of him there. Charge from Enryu. Has been grabbed there from the pole rise into the silence, but turn around for BKB in the enrage. Wants to stand his ground. Not going to last forever though. He has to run away. There is a snowball from DQ, making a lot of space, but Raging Potato actually, he's just like, I'm going in, boys. Trying to do what they can. They find the grab on towards the Tusk, but the Ursa does survive. So DQ sacrifices his life for a worthy cause. Egg also not really landing too much, but NJ jumping in, manages to get the cool connection on towards the putt, but he just gets immediately turned on. Down he goes, no buyback, 50 seconds in the grave. I think in my professional Dota 2 opinion, I'd say it's 70%, but I mean, hey, I've been wrong. Actually, I never catch it onto the Ursa. Okay, maybe 8-4 is right. There gets caught off, BKB on cooldown. In comes the rest of Mystique. They're going to try and turn this around. Raging Potato is immediately deleted. They even dropped the Deva over. Enryu still just charging in, locking down Mystique as much as possible with the 2-man Dream Core connection. See if they can get any further kills. The DK will die. DQ probably going to be dropping as well here, so it ends up being a quick little turnaround. Mystique trying their best to get what they can. It's not even over yet. Ray getting dived into underneath the tier 3 and 4. But it looks like Neon might force the buyback right now. TPing in. Actually lands the 2-man call because they both just walked underneath his TP. M also getting a fob. Fortune Soul pops his ult. Mormon's Kisses raining in, pushing the CM away. And the Fortune Soul, the bashes the roots. The charge forwards coming on in, making space. The Ursa just cannot get the job done. He is down. No buyback. Fortune Soul, just the immovable object. Cannot be brought down. So trying to push on towards the Troll Warlock. Can they at least find this kill? But the pulverized control zone's in some danger. He's just dead. Nothing he can do. No buybacks available. It's going to be a set of barracks, potentially 2 as well if they decide to move into the mid lane. And I mean, maybe if this top set's gone, Middle set probably going to fall down as well. Ursa spawning in 5 seconds. We'll probably see on Esports back on out. But actually missing. They just don't care. They call GG. They tap out. And that is Neon Esports taking this best of 2 in a very, very clean 2-0.
Right.